And we are live.
All right.
Hello, Dave, Claudia, Zach. Now that we are back from our brief break, I would again like to thank each of you for taking the time out of your schedules to come meet with us. I would like to remind everyone that we will keep this mediation confidential, and there should be no photos, videos, or audio recordings taken of this session. Also, if the decision is made to move to litigation, neither I nor our co-mediator, Katera, will testify or provide any documentation of this session. Before the break, we were discussing what seems to be the general consensus, which was that many aspects of the restaurant are not as organized or kept up with as they should be. Bailey, you said that, in your opinion, employees such as Claudia and Zach spend most of their time standing around, that they seem to be finding ways to neglect or ignore their work, and that almost everything in the restaurant is haphazard. Claudia and Zach, from what I heard, you both agree that generally everything in the restaurant is a little unorganized, and that you think that there's too much pressure put on regular employees to keep up with every task and too little information provided about what needs to be done and why. Does all of this sound correct to everyone?
Yes, that is the case, and I just want to add that I don't think the entire weight should fall on management. We can't always clean up messes for them because we have other things on our plate as well. And at the end of the day, everyone should pitch in.
Yeah, I definitely feel that things are unorganized and kind of chaotic sometimes, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with everything you've laid out. I work best with some guidelines and feel like I often don't have any direction in the restaurant.
Again, I would like to thank you guys for coming and participating in this mediation session. A part of the mediation process is reaching a resolution. This is called the reaching resolution phase. The purpose of this is to go through each topic and discuss feasible options that works for all parties and eventually come to an agreement. First, we need to make a topic list for the parties' concerns, then we discuss options to solve those concerns on the topic list and imagine how it might play out. Once all parties agree on the best options to solve said conflict, then we create a list of tentative decisions. After we create this list, we are going to review the list and write a rough draft of the agreement. Lastly, after we revise and finalize the agreement, we are going to read it out loud and confirm the agreement and close out the session. Now, are there any suggestions of possible solutions to solve this issue?
I think it'd be really helpful for us if we went over our job descriptions and outlined some of our duties and responsibilities that we have, and maybe from there we can come up with some daily tasks or some sort of checklist we're each responsible for and help keep each other accountable.
Okay, so it sounds like you would like to create some more structured descriptions of your jobs and tasks. Anyone have any other suggestions?
Yeah, I think in order to help everyone get along better and for us to keep each other accountable, perhaps we can have weekly one-on-one meetings. And I meet with Zach and Claudia individually. And monthly we can have an all-hands meeting where the entire staff meets and discusses what's going well, what needs improving. I feel like in order for our ideas to stick, we need to have regular check-ins.
Okay, so it sounds like we are looking for some structure, and you would like to ensure there are meetings and check-ins to ensure everyone is on the right page. Does anybody else have any other suggestions?
I think communication channels in general need to be more opened up in the restaurant so that we can feel more comfortable addressing questions and the issues that we have. Right now, I feel like I cannot confront something or ask a question without feeling like I'm being a burden to the management.
So from what I'm hearing, you think it would be helpful if everyone tried to treat each other with a little more respect and be more open to providing assistance or information. Anything else you would like to add?
The only other thing I can think of is for managers like myself to have certain hours during which we can take phone calls and answer questions when we're off duty, or even like specified times when we're on duty to take care of those issues. I think this will hopefully help everyone to become more comfortable and allow for an increase in communication.
Okay, so you would like to plan certain times when off-duty managers are available to assist employees if need be. Is there anything else we would like to add?
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah, it seems to cover it all.
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, now that you all had the opportunity to express the solutions you think are necessary to handle the conflicts at hand, I would like to move on to presenting the topic list to ensure that we're all in agreement about what has been discussed and decided. On this list, I have the following. Create a chore list describing tasks, or create a daily chore list describing tasks and when they need to be done. Schedule regular meetings, both weekly and monthly, to go over expectations, job descriptions, or any changes. Work towards opening up communication channels. Have regular check-ins with employees and managers to ensure everyone is comfortable. And allow employees to call off-duty managers within certain hours to ask questions. Have I included everything?
Yeah, that all sounds good to me.
All good for me?
It seems right.
Do the parties have any further issues you would like to discuss?
Not that I can think of.
I think we're good.
I think we've covered everything.
So we agreed on creating a short list for each day, having weekly and monthly meetings to explain tasks or changes, help create a more open channel of communication, have regular check-ins to ensure everyone is comfortable, and have off-duty managers determine certain hours which they are able to take calls and answer questions. Would anyone like to add onto this agreement? Does this fit everyone else's needs?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, same here. Sums it all for me.
Sounds good to me too.
All right. Well, if no one has any further issues or suggestions, I think it is about time for us to wrap up this mediation session. I would like to congratulate all of you on what you have accomplished today and commend each of you for participating so willingly and effectively. Again, I would like to remind everyone about the confidentiality of this session, and I would also like to remind each of you that, if necessary, I am available for follow-up to discuss any issues or successes you may come in contact with. I wish you all the best, and before we head out, does anyone have any reflections or comments about what has been accomplished during this session?
I was hesitant to do this, I'll be honest, but I'm hoping that this whole process will help us all have somewhat more of an open door feel at work so we can address issues as they come up instead of letting them fester.
Yeah, I agree with Claudia. I was also pretty resistant to this at first. I've worked in a lot of restaurants where similar issues existed, and they never got resolved. Some resentments formed, and overall they were just not fun places to work. So I'm glad that we've come to an understanding, and I look forward to working together with these new systems put in place.
Yeah, I was also a little hesitant to begin with, but I think this process has helped all of us better understand what the issues are and what we need to do to resolve them.
Okay. I would like to thank you all for coming again and working together to solve these issues. I wish you all well in your journey with the new restaurant, and I hope you have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.